So good evening, sir. Xavier, sir. Sir, good evening, sir. Xavier, sir. Good
Good
evening.
evening. Can you hear me?
Yeah. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Good evening, sir. Welcome,
Good
sir.
evening.
Welcome to this August event. Welcome, sir.
Thank you. Pleasure is
So
entirely mine to join this event.
yes, sir. Yes, sir. Within the sound span, we will start the session, sir.
Sure.
Yeah.
Sir, good evening, sir.
Good evening.
Yeah, we are welcoming you on behalf of St.Joseph.
Sir, this is Arpada Raj, who is the head of the department of BBA. Who is the department of BBA? Mr. Arpada Raj.
Okay.
Whose
Right.
name is also Arpada Raj.
Namesake.
Yes, sir.
That's nice.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Xavier, sir.
Yep.
Arpada Raj, sir. Arpada Raj, sir.
Sir, I am on the line, sir. On the line.
Sir, let us start the meeting. Yeah.
Okay, sir. We shall proceed. Shall we?
Yeah. Arpada Raj, sir, please start the meeting.
Okay, sir. Okay.
Yeah. Yes, we can start now.
Okay, sir. Good evening, sir. I'll take this opportunity on behalf of the Department of Business Administration and with the St. Joseph College. I'll take this opportunity to lead this program. Let us observe a silent prayer to begin the meeting. A minute silent prayer. I request all of you, I will silent prayer. Thank you. Thank you very much. I take this opportunity. Indeed, it's my great pleasure to welcome all of you for this Zoom meet. In the first place, I respected Reverend Father Principal Dr. S. Mariadas, SJ, respected resource person of today's St. Joseph's Alumni Competency Series program, Mr. Xavier Arpudaraj, Dr. Brito Ramesh Kumar, Head and Associate Professor and Director of AICT Programs, St. Joseph College, VPs, Heads and Coordinators, staff members, and students of various departments. Good evening to you all. It's my privilege and honor to welcome you all for this series of program. Coming together is a beginning, keeping together is progress, and working together is success. The true success of our college lies on our academic head of the institution, Dr. S. Maridas, Principal and Director, St. Joseph College. I welcome you for this program. Feeling gratitude and not expressing it is like wrapping a gift and not presenting it. Here, I feel and express our gratitude by welcoming our resource person, Mr. Xavier Arporaj, for spending his valuable time and the energy. I welcome you, sir, for this program.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Okay. Next, I welcome Dr. S. Ramesh Kumar, the Director of AICT, Head and Associate Professor of Computer Science Department, for organizing this alumni series of meet in such a way, in a grand way, for shouldering the burden with everybody's. I welcome you, sir, for this program. Welcome you, sir.
Thank you, sir. Thank you so much.
I also extend my warm welcome to the Vice Principal, heads and coordinators of various departments, the participants of BCom CA, BCom Honors, and the Business Analytics students. I welcome you, the professors, heads and coordinators, and students to this program. I also extend my warm welcome to the students participants of this program. Once again, I welcome you all. Before concluding, I would like to introduce our resource person on today's program. Here we have Mr. Xavier S. Arporaj. He is our illustrious alumni of our college. He was in our college in the year of 1981 to 83 batch in MA. He is a director, special projects, Orient Insurance UAE, the biggest insurance in the UAE and the highest rated insurance in the Middle East region. He is also in charge of digital transformation and artificial intelligence projects, and is qualified charter insurance from London, Berlin School of Languages from Germany, INSEAD from France, IMD from Switzerland. He belongs to 1986 batch of direct recruit officers, New India Assurance, worked in various countries, number of countries, worked with Microsoft, Accenture, and KPMG on digitalization and AI projects. And presently, he has been settled permanently there in the United Kingdom. With immense pleasure, I, on my own behalf and on behalf of the Department of Business Administration and the Director of AICTE, I welcome you, sir, for this program. Welcome you, sir.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Now over to our resource person.
Good evening, everybody, and thank you, Mr. Arpudraj, for the welcome. Nice to connect with the students and the faculty members and the principal of St. Joseph's College. I believe most of the students are undergraduate. Is that right?
Sir.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yeah.
So I did my undergraduation in St. Joseph's, 78 to 81, and master's from 81 83. So it's more than 40 years since I left St. Joseph's. But the umbilical cord that connects me with St. Joseph still remains intact. As we say, once a Josephite, always a Josephite. We have a very rich tradition. My uncle was a priest, he was a Jesuit. He was a minister at some time at St. Joseph's College, and till his very end, he lived in Madras Loyola. And my good friend and my classmate was also the procurator for Jesuits when it was a combined Madras and Madurai province. And later on, he moved to Madurai, and including my father-in-law, my brothers, my uncles, all studied at St. Joseph. So we have a very rich history and connection with St. Joseph. In the olden days, there were only two major educational institutions in Trichy. All the boys were put into St. Joseph's College and the girls were put into Holy Cross, where my mom studied, my wife studied, my sisters, and so there is a both. We have very strong connection, and it's. I also have the pleasure of heading the alumni of St. Joseph's for the Middle East, and truly, I'm very pleased and delighted to be connected. And once again, thank you for the welcome. So I would like to just ask you a simple question: whether would you want me to just keep talking, or can I ask questions and make it an interactive session? How would you want this to be?
So first of all, just to give you a detail, sir. Then finally, if any students are having questions or clarifications, they will ask, sir.
All right, fine. Okay, I shall start with insurance. Insurance is often a misconceived concept, particularly in the Asian countries. We all know insurance, and we think of insurance. One thing that springs to our mind is life insurance. We only think of life insurance. Yes, life insurance is an important aspect of insurance, but that's only a component. There are other insurances which are very relevant. And if we take the overall global atmosphere, the total book size of insurance industry as a whole is $8.4 trillion. Now, to give you a perspective, how big is $8.4 trillion is the entire GDP, the gross domestic product of India, the whole country, the GDP of entire country is $4.19 trillion. So the insurance industry as a whole is twice the size of the entire GDP of India. That should give you the perspective as to the grand size of insurance industry as a whole all over the world. And to be part of that industry is something truly amazing. I've been an insurer for 40 years now, and it has been an enormous, exciting journey. And let me share with you some of my experiences and the knowledge to try to impart as much as possible in this short span of 1 hour, and also tell you what are the job prospects and opportunities young children like you have, and you can think of making insurance as a career if you choose that. First, let me say what is insurance. Insurance is something which you can buy. But can you see that? You cannot see that. Can you feel it? You cannot feel it. Can you smell it? You cannot smell it. But you can buy it. So in English, there is a term to describe these characteristics. It is called abstract. There are two things in life. One is abstract, another is concrete. Concrete is something that you see. The coffee mug that I have, this is concrete. You can see it, you can feel it, you can experience it. If I say mind, you can neither feel it, nor experience it, nor see it. Beauty. If I say beauty, you can. I think the word beauty will resonate with the young people. So that's called abstract. Insurance is an abstract. It's a concept. It's an idea. So that's what we buy. When we buy insurance, we buy an idea, a promise. What is that? I'll try to explain in as simple terms as possible. What is certain about life? We talk about so many things. What is one thing that is certain about life is it is uncertain. If at all we can say anything that is certain about life, that is uncertain. Something unexpected will happen. I don't know whether you have read, just 2 days ago, there was a young girl, a radiologist, a doctor. She was the topper, number one in the PG NEET course. She became a radiologist in her early 30s. She was about to deliver her second child. and suddenly the amniotic fluid, amniotic fluid, there is a womb where the baby is, and there is a amniotic fluid. So entire uterus is called amniotic sac. So the baby takes its nourishment from the fluid. This is the amniotic fluid, and somehow that got contaminated, and then it got mixed with the bloodstream. Technically, the medical term is amniotic embolism. So the poor girl died. A doctor, a topper, number one in NEET, a radiologist, a very brilliant girl, and what kind of medical protection she would have had. Still, she died. Very sad. This is the basic element of life. What is one thing that we can say that there is certain about life is its uncertainty. So we all accept. I sit here and talk to you. What will happen to me tomorrow or the next moment? We don't know. So this is uncertain. Now, when something uncertain happens, particularly something tragic, a loss that happens, nobody can stop it. We cannot play almighty and say that, yes, I will stop the event from happening. Nobody has a crystal ball to look into the future and say, this is what is going to happen. A tragedy can strike anybody, anytime. And there is always a loss that follows a tragic event. Nobody can protect. But apart from the emotional loss, let us say somebody loses a life, or there is an accident, you lose your car, or there is a fire, somebody loses a factory. So there is an event, an unexpected event that happens. Following that is a loss. And that loss can be in various ways. Emotional loss, you lose a member of the family, it's an emotional loss. Psychological loss. You like something, you put all your savings and built a house or bought an apartment, and then there's an earthquake or a fire or a flood, so you lose it. There may not be so much emotional loss, but a psychological loss. And there is also financial loss. Imagine the breadwinner of the family dies. There is a family, a young family, wife, two children. The only earning member is the father, and suddenly the father dies in an accident or a heart attack. Apart from the loss, the emotional loss, the psychological loss, there is also financial loss. Now, what the insurance company does is you buy an insurance policy, it does not mean that policy holder, the person who buys a policy, you cannot say that now that I have got a policy, I am free, protected from any loss. You cannot say that. The loss may happen. And the loss may manifest into a financial loss, an emotional loss, or a psychological loss. All that insurance policy will do is the protecting the surviving members of the breadwinner of anybody against the financial loss. So this is what insurance is in a very, very simple, easy to understand term. An insurance policy is a promise to give protection against a financial loss following something unexpected happens. You buy a car, so you take an insurance policy. If the car meets with an accident, it becomes a washout. What the insurance company will do is will give the money. With that money, you can buy another car. So this is what insurance does. So if you buy insurance to cover your motor car, it is called motor insurance. If you buy an insurance to protect your life, it is called life insurance. If you buy insurance to cover your medical cost, it is called medical insurance or health insurance. If you buy an insurance policy to cover your factory, your college building, your office building, your warehouse, any structure, it is called fire insurance or flood insurance because it protects against the perils of fire, flood, or any natural calamities. So this, in a very, very simplistic, rudimentary form, is the concept of insurance. Insurance is a protection that you buy to protect yourself against the financial loss following an unexpected event. This is insurance. So this insurance, everybody needs to buy it. Of course, in the emerging countries and third world countries like ours, the awareness has not come and it has not permeated and percolated to the lowest level. But if you go to the advanced countries, Western nations, when they craft the family budget, they will allocate a certain portion to buy insurance because you can work and create wealth. But if something goes wrong, you need something to protect the wealth that you have created, the family that you have built. So for the protection, it is that insurance policy. So now you will understand, my dear children, that insurance is required by anyone who has something to protect in life. It can be your health, it can be your life, it can be your property, whatever it is. Whatever you have created your life, you have created your health, you have created a property. These things can be protected against an unknown, unforeseen loss. Whenever you suffer the financial loss, insurance policy will give. Anybody has any questions now on insurance?
No, sir.
Please
No, sir.
proceed, sir. Please,
Clear.
please.
Okay. If it is clear, I'll proceed. Now, you have to buy it, I said. If you buy, somebody has to sell it. And whenever there is a buying and selling transaction, there has to be a cost. Right? If you buy this mobile phone, if I am the merchant, if I am the shopkeeper, I know my procurement cost, how much I pay to bring this mobile phone to my shop, plus how much cost I will incur in setting up my shop, paying the rent, furnishing my shop, and paying salary to my employees. So I will add. So I will take the landed cost of the phone, plus I will add the incidental cost, plus I shall also add a margin of profit to make it my sales price. Say, let's say that $100 is the value of this phone, and $10 I spend for my shop per phone, and $10 I want a profit markup. So I'll buy for 100, I'll sell for 120, and I shall make a profit of $10. It's clear, right? So this is how I fix the price. And again, you're all commerce students, graduates. So you know that, how to price a product. So it's easy. Whereas when it comes to insurance, we cannot price it just like that because there's no, I sell insurance, I don't buy from an importer or a manufacturer. As I said, it's a concept. So how do I price the project? How do I price an insurance policy? This is something which you need to understand. Now, let us say, I'll give you an example. Let us say in a town, there are, it might seem a bit complicated, but not. It's very simple. I'll simplify it. Let us say in a town, there are 100 cars. And let us say each car is valued at $10,000. So there are 100 people driving one car each, and each car is valued at $10,000. Imagine a scenario like this. And let us say that in the past, every year, if you see the statistics, each year, 2 cars get absolutely washed out, become a total loss because of accident. So 100 cars are there. Each year, on an average, 2 cars meet with accident, they become absolutely useless. So what is the certainty to some extent? 2 cars will also be washed out this year. That is certain, reasonably certain, if not absolutely certain, reasonably certain. 2 cars in this year will be gone, erased. And what is uncertain? That uncertain aspect is who are those two unfortunate people who lose those cars? That nobody knows. 2 cars will be lost, agreed, understood. What cannot be understood, what cannot be predicted, mark this word. What cannot be predicted is who are those 2 unfortunate people who lost their car. So, insurance company, an insurer like me, I will call all these people. So, what is the price of one car? $10,000. So, what is the value of 2 cars? $20,000. So, I will tell everyone, come on, guys, all you guys pay me $200 each. So, everybody pays me $200. So, how much I have collected? $20,000. So, I will keep that $20,000. Now, everybody has paid this amount. This amount paid is called premium. So, they paid a premium of $200 and protected themselves against a potential loss of $10,000. So, what I will do, I'll buy and keep quiet. 6 months down the road, one gentleman will come and say, Mr. Xavier, I insured, I banged my car against a wall. I cannot use it. I lost 10,000. I will say, okay, man, here. From the 20,000, I will give him $10,000. 9 months down the road, another gentleman will come. This time he didn't hit the wall, he hit the tree. He lost his car. So another 10,000, I will give another 10,000. So wholesale happiness, everybody is happy. They have only paid $200 and whoever lost, he got the full money. So each person pays $200. That's the premium. And 2 people who get the $10,000, that's the claim. Clear? Hopefully. So silence means acceptance. So I will take
Yes,
it
sir.
that it's clear.
Yes. Okay, sir. Yes, sir.
So now that's
Yes,
why
sir.
sometimes you will feel that I am paying premium, I am not getting any claim, I am simply paying premium. But why it happens is when you pay premium, somebody else is getting the claim. So this is a very ideal scenario. 100 people, 2 accidents, 2 persons get the claim, everybody is happy. But life is not ideal. You know, we live in less than ideal world. So things will always go wrong. One thing that is certain, as I said, is things are uncertain. So it may so happen in one particular year, no car will meet with an accident. That means I have collected $20,000. I am happy and I will laugh all the way to my bank and then become $20,000 richer because I collected $20,000 from 100 people. There was no accident. That is one scenario. Another scenario, instead of 2 cars, only 1 car may meet with an accident. Then my profit is $10,000 because I collected 20,000. I pay. Then if I am in a very tough and bad luck, it may so happen one particular year, 5 cars may meet with an accident. That means I have to pay $50,000 against a premium of $20,000 I collected. That means I will go bankrupt. There may be floods, there may be an earthquake, there may be an acid rain, there may be multiple of accidents. And what is the worst case scenario? All 100 cars will be gone. That is the worst case scenario. It may seem a theoretical possibility, but it can also be a realistic probability. There can be an act of God, as we call, fury of nature, hand of fate, the divine intervention, whatever fashion you call it. Some natural disaster happens, all the 100 cars may be gone, whereas I, as an insurer, I have got only 20,000. So, against which I have a loss of $1 million, 10,000 times 100, $1 million. So, where will I do? So, what I will do is, as an insurer, I will collect $200 from everyone. Then I will go to another insurance. As an insurer, I am insuring the public. Here all any policy buyer, policy holder is a public. But there are insurance companies who are specialized insurance companies that I, as an insurance company, will go and say, look, gentlemen, I have a potential liability of 1 million, 100 cars. Whereas within my financial resources, I can take 2 losses. Can you take losses above 2? So one company will say, okay, from the 3rd car to 10th car, I will pick up the loss. So what will happen? He will say, now you have to pay me money because we cannot live on love and fresh air, World doesn't move, we need money. It's a commercial world. So the probability of a 3rd car, 4th car, 5th car, 6th car, 7th car, 8th, 9th car, meeting with accident and then getting lost, probability comes less and less and less as the number goes up and up and up. That probability is inversely proportional as to the quantum of loss. You understand this, right? So he will not ask $200 from me. He will ask $100 because chances are less. So now I have paid him for 8 cars. 2 I am picking up. 3rd car to 10th car, for 8 cars, I will pay him $100. So I have protected myself up to 10 cars. Then I will go to another person. See, I have protected up to 10. He will say, okay, I will pick up the liability from 11th car to 50th car. So for 40 cars, and he will say, give me $50 because the probability will be still less. Then I'll go to somebody else. I will say 51 to 100, he will pick up and he may charge me $10 per car because the probability is still less. It may happen once in a blue. So that way, I have now covered up to 100 cars. So what I will do? $200 for my 2 cars, 100 for the 3rd car, 50 for 11 to 50, and then $10. I will stack it up. So let us say it comes to $500. So with $500, I have protected up to 100 cars. I am an insurance company because I deal directly with the client, the public. The insurance company where I go to cover my liability, they are called a reinsurance company. Insurance is again insured, so reinsurance. So they are the reinsurers. I am an insurer. So my premium of $200 and the premium I pay to various reinsurers to be able to cover up to 100 cars liability, I'll stack it up together. It comes to $500. Then I will have management expenses. I will have an office. I will have staff. I will have computer system, hardware, software. I have to do advertisement. I have to engage. So I will have management expenses. Let us say that is 10%. So I will add. Then I am running a commercial organization. So I need profit. I have my shareholders. I have to give profit to the shareholders. Otherwise, they will say, what are you doing? So I will add 10%. So $500 is my cost. 10% is my management expenses. Another 10% is my margin of profit. So 20% on 500, that will be another 100. So I will collect $600 per person. So with the $600, even in the worst case scenario, 100 cars are damaged, I will be able to pay all the claims. Because 2, I will pay from my own resources and others from various reinsurers to whom I went and placed reinsurance, I collect and give. And all the 100 people are protected. This is a very, very simplistic way of explaining what is insurance, how the premium methodology is deployed, what is reinsurance, how everybody is protected, how only those who have the claim can take the money, and how those who don't claim, they cannot get the money back. Is it clear?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Either I'm a genius or you're all genius. There must be some doubt, no? Okay. I will take it that it's clear. Now let us look at each of these acts where the job employment comes. I am saying, no, calculating how to arrive at $600 premium. The person who does this, he is an actuary. It's an actuarial science. It's a science which people do and become actuaries. Those who are good in mathematics, and if we have the stamina to study, if we have the willingness to put hard work, if we are willing to do 12 papers of international actuarial science course and become a fellow of Actuary of London Institute, be prepared to work for 8 years and become an actuary, you are looking at not a junior level, medium to higher level, $100,000 salary per annum. Let us say $8,000 per month. International level. It may vary here and there. So this is one of the highly paid job, being an actuary. But do bear in mind, you should be prepared to put certain portion of your time every day aside to study, to prepare. And write those 12 papers, clear them, become an actuary of London Chartered Institute. You will not struggle to find a job anywhere in the world. But a very difficult course to climb. So therefore, those who have good mathematical skill set, the stamina to work hard, and the determination not to give up. Because not everyone clears every paper in the first attempt. It's tough. It's real tough. But if you apply your mind and work, it may be difficult, but not impossible. So those who have the mathematical bent of mind can look at actuary as one of your career path. Now, if you're analytical, you can analyze, you can study, you go and then look at the risk. We'll not go too much into technicalities. Analytical, you can become an underwriter. For that, you should do, there are courses in India. The basic course is licentiate. I think it's 3 papers. Then associate, probably 6 papers, and fellowship. In the olden days, it used to be 4. So 4 plus 6 plus 3, there used to be 13 papers. Indian associate. But to hit the height, you should do London associate like I did. And then further above, like a chartered chartered accountant, like the chartered insurer. I'm a chartered insurer of London Institute. So you do that, you can become an underwriter. Analytical ability. And a very fine underwriter can even get more than the actuary sometimes. That's also possible. There are not too many actuaries, so actuaries may find a job quicker, better, but underwriters are also equally valuable. So you have actuaries, job opportunities, underwrite, and you have finance. If you do chartered accountancy, and then finance is like any commercial organization, you can do that. You can do finance. These are all traditional job. Then along with that, there is something called business development. Those who have good communication skills, those who have the strong willpower and determination, those who are good in people management, those who can outdoor people, go out, work hard, convince people, get them to accept things, sell product, you can look at sales and marketing. And sales and marketing is tough because you have to sell, right? As I said, you are not selling a phone like this. You're selling a concept. Selling a phone is easy. You can explain the features. But selling a concept is tough. So if you master that art, if you have the people handling skill set, a charming personality, if you can develop, a good communication skill set, an assertive, admirable, attractive person, not beautiful. You're not like active, you're not actors, you're all ordinary humans. Attractive personality means you have that charisma. If you develop that charisma and become a charismatic personality, you can become good in sales and marketing. So, actuarial science, underwriting, finance, sales and marketing, business development. These are all the certain silos or verticals, if you will. These are all the job opportunities. And from there, anybody can go to the management and top level. And wherever you go, reach the top level, whatever you first, you have to be good at what you do. You have to have a strong personality, should be unfazed by pressures and trials and tribulations of life. There'll be fire and brimstone. It's not like hell, but there will be all those challenges. If you have the stamina, to be the gumption, the determination, the grit to fail, and good in sales and business, and all these attributes mixed together, you go up into the management level and go as directors, CEO, presidents of the organ, all those things. This is one. These are all traditional way of doing. Now there is an emerging way is IT related. Cyber risk. If you specialize in cyber risk, you specialize in IT, hardware, software. Opportunities are more, hardware is more corporate based. Whereas software, the individuals can still show their individuality and creativity. You do software skills, technicalities. You can become part of the IT wing. Now things are becoming digital. Slowly, in our company, you are slowly eliminating the data entry. We are trying to do away with the keyboard. The machine can sift and read and pull data from unstructured document, whichever fashion it comes. The machine scans and reads, pulls the data, and populates the data page. So, machine does the reading, machine does the data entry. Soon, data entry will be the thing of the past. So, now that will shift from digital to artificial intelligence. We have gone a bit deep into artificial intelligence in our company. I went to Microsoft Seattle and then I signed an agreement with them. Then we are with Accenture, KPMG, Deloitte didn't come. So KPMG, Accenture, and Microsoft, we are doing artificial intelligence. Artificial intelligence has become a buzzword these days. Everybody talks about artificial. What is artificial intelligence? It is man creates rules and machine reads the rules, understands the rules, and deploys those rules in other transactions and makes a decision, creates a result. This is, in simple term, artificial intelligence. So what it does, you create a rule, and then machine reads the rule and understands. And then it applies the rule in every scenario. Let us say, I'll give you a simple example. You create a rule. You want to select certain people for your fine arts, your drama program, your music program, your dance program. So you have to select people. Let's say there are 1,000 people in your college who have applied for this to participate in this fine arts program, and you create a rule. Every boy should be minimum 5 feet 4 inch. Every boy should have minimum, say, 50 kilogram weight. So to have that. Every girl should have this. Then every boy should have this kind of speaking skills. Every girl should have this kind of music skills. And then you grade this grade. And then you give. Now you can manually interview, you can create a panel, interview each and every single of those 1,000 students and take. Or you create this rule, host it, and then create a booth where every boy goes, and then, so this machine will read. It will tuck, choose height, weight, talk, speak in this language, this language. It scores, and then okay. And then you give anyone who scores above 80% is clear. So it'll go 80, 80, 80. So of the 1,000, you need, let us say, 20. It has selected 100, matching this parameter. Then you cannot take all. And so from there, you create sub-rule, further definitions. It may be 5 feet 3, but if he is having other qualities, this can be disregarded, or even with it, this has to be met. So the machine learns from that. Then from 100, it has come to 50. And then further elimination rules you put. So it learns how the basic rule needs to be applied and how the deviations are handled by man, and it learns. So after one session, it has learned. So next time, all 1,000, they come, talk, they'll go, it'll give you a report. 100 selected as per the basic model, reduced to 80 as per this is the final 10 take. So the machine does the cognitive intelligence, cognitive understanding, reasoning. So this is artificial intelligence in simple term. A decision making is automated. If I were to give a very simple basic definition of artificial intelligence, a decision is made by the machine based on the rules created by man, not only for the major premise, but also sub-premises for the deviation how it needs to be handled. Now, those who specialize in artificial intelligence will come, and then they are just filling every industry, and insurance is no exception. So this is how these are all the emerging roles in insurance industry. Cyber risk, artificial intelligence. And then if you remember during my initial phase of my talk, I mentioned on what prediction. We have to predict the future in a way. You know, whether two cars will meet with an accident, or one will meet with an accident, or 5 will meet with an accident. So we predict. So we create some rules, and then some models are created called predictive modeling. When it can be in various scenarios. Motor car insurance, accidents, how to be created a model. Health insurance, how people of certain conditions, how they have the propensity to fall sick. So like predictive modeling are created. So this model creation is also another aspect. So these are all the various branches, opportunities that you may find in insurance industry. Whether you take insurance industry or any industry, bear in mind there are certain skill sets you need. That is common for, like I've been, as I said, 83, I passed out my master from St. Joseph's College. April 12th, 1983, I started my first job. Now, today, I know nobody would have been, even many of your fathers and mothers would not have been born then. So I have built, I interview many people also for you. I tell you certain basic qualities, soft qualities are required, which you need for whatever job you do. They are, number one, discipline is not a dirty word. Discipline is a word which is foundation for any success. Motivation may give you the start. It's a discipline that keeps you going. Unfortunately, in our home and even in the educational institutions, the way the discipline was enforced has given some kind of a negative feeling to the young minds. But don't take discipline as a forget your parents, forget your teachers, forget your masters. What influenced you about the word? You take discipline as a positive word. What is discipline? Right from getting up in the morning. You have to wake up early in the morning. The pain of discipline is always superior to the pain of regret. Always remember that. You have to get up early in the morning. And to be able to get up early in the morning, you have to go to bed early in the previous night. Right from maintain your body. Now you're strong. I'm 65 plus. I'm going on 66. Now you are strong. Do not think the body will continue to be strong. You have to look after your body. Do not do anything that will harm your health. Smoking, drinking, other activities may seem fun. Fun is short-lived. Happiness is long-lasting. And to have long-lasting happiness, you should ensure that you have to be very, very health conscious. Do not do anything that will damage your health. Now, you may not see the damage now when you are in 15, 16 years old, 17 years old. But you're not going to remain 16 and 17 all through your life. You'll become 66 like me, and it'll happen just like that. So, have a discipline for your character, for your personality, be health conscious, and read. Read, read, read. The more you read, if you are a reader today, tomorrow you'll be a leader. One who learns to read will learn to lead. So read. Do not confine yourself to syllabus. You need syllabus. You need good marks. Don't get me wrong. But go beyond that. Read as much and communicate. Have the ability to speak. Talk well. You should be able, you have the ability to communicate in a convincing fashion. People should be happy to listen to you. So learn, keep talking. Do not think, oh, I came from this background. Do not use your background as an excuse. Nobody has ever excused his way, her way to success. Throw that. You're from the village, you studied in a vernacular medium, you have not been to big cities, only big guys have the big city attitude. Throw all the excuse. Nobody is here to listen to your excuse. This is your life. Think big. I think many of you understand Tamil. பாரதியார் சொல்லியிருக்கார், பெரிதினும் பெரிது கேள். Think big, grand. Unless you grow big, you cannot take big. Work hard. ஆக்கம் அதர்வினாய் செல்லும் அசைவில்லா ஊக்கமுடையான் உழை. You have to work hard. You have to work for it. You don't get what you wish for. You get what you work for. Simple. Desire doesn't deserve dividends. Desire alone will not give. ஆசையினால மாங்காய் விழுந்துடாது. You have to work for it. So be disciplined. Take care of your health. Work hard. Read and take the ability to communicate. And don't fall a prey to emotions. At this age, you may think emotions are very important. Let not your emotions rule you. I don't say you should not be friendly, you should not be friendly with other person. No, but you should always remember that you have to think of your future. Don't look after short-term pleasure and lose long-term happiness. So always remember one sentence. You are the architect of your own destiny. Simple. You are your home, your school, your college, they have provided you foundation. Now you have to design your life, the building of your life. And you have to be the architect. And that will create your destiny. And the best way to begin is to begin. Begin today. Forget whatever happened until yesterday. You might have screwed up, you might have made major mistake. People would have called you worthless, useless, failure. Don't worry about all those things. They are not going to stand by you when you live your life. So from today onwards, if you want insurance, if you want anything, I'll be more than happy to give you guidance. Any industry, any choice of career you want. These are all the basic givens you need. Embrace, learn to love the word discipline. It's not a bad word, it's a good word. Discipline. Be health conscious. Work hard, real hard. Work hard, work long, work smart. Be health conscious. Read. Read. The more you read, the more knowledge you will get. And learn to communicate. The ability to speak, conversational ability, public speaking ability, the strength and courage to face unknown situations, unknown people. If you develop all these qualities and have focused mind, definitely the universe will conspire to help. Always remember the old saying, when you do what you can, God will do what you can't. First, you have to do what you can. Then God will come and do that which is not possible for you. Even in the Bible says, the birds, God doesn't throw food into the nest. The bird has to go and then fetch food for it. So you work hard. When you work hard, whether nature, God, universe, force, all those things will come. Thank you for your patient listening. We have now 5 minutes left. If you have any questions, anybody feels like asking question, I'll be more than happy to answer.
Boys,
Yes.
if you have any question, please you can raise or type in the chat box. I will forward to the resource person. Sir, good evening, sir.
Good evening.
One boy has raised a question.
Yes.
Is the probability of loss plays a role in gaining profit in the insurance company?
Yeah. So
The
probability, does it play a role? Yes. Insurance itself gains its relevance, its meaning, because there is a probability of a loss. If nobody is going to die, nobody will take life insurance. If nobody is going to fall sick, nobody will take medical insurance or health insurance. If there's not going to be any accident, nobody will take motor insurance. So the probability of loss, yes, that is foundational to insurance. But the profit of an insurance company will not be the probability, but the actual happening. What is probable may happen or may not happen. So there may be a probability. In my experience, I have seen certain risk. A disaster is waiting to happen. A paint storage, a wooden work is going on. So much of combustible material. But such factories still remain without any fire. Signature buildings go up in flame. On the eve of 2016 New Year, we had in Dubai address hotel building. It went up in flame. We paid 1.3 billion dirham. 1.3 billion, multiply it in 25 rupees, you know how many billion it will come. It was a signature building, it went up in flames. So, actual happening, we don't know. Yes, probability is foundational to the rating methodology. But what determines the profit is not the probability, but the actual happening. But good question. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Another question from a student. What pushed you to choose insurance as your career?
As a very, I'll tell you. See, when I studied, my uncle, he was a IAS officer, not a revenue service. He was a assistant collector of customs in Madras. He retired. Another one was a big military officer. So both of my uncles wanted me to do either IAS or military career. And my mother wanted me to become a doctor. Somebody said I should be a lawyer because this guy talks a lot, so he should become a lawyer. But I didn't become any of those things because when we studied, by the way, somebody even thought I would become a priest because I was going to the choir. I went to choir for some other reason, which I will not say here. So, but those days, probably that awareness of career was not much with them. I wrote this competitive exam and I got so. Though I want to say that I may want to say I focused and the day I was born I wanted to be, and I can say all that, but these are all stories. But it just happened that I became an insurer because 42 years ago, this kind of awareness was not there. But I've been lucky. Maybe good Lord was working overtime for me, and it happened to be a good career. My own daughter, of my two daughters, my first daughter, she is an insurance. She is a data analyst in London. I have two daughters. Another daughter, she is in north of England. Both are in England. And I have four grandsons. So my first daughter, she has chosen insurance career. So for her, it was a conscious choice. She wanted to become an insurer. She did a master's. She did BA honors, and then she did a master's in insurance and risk management from City University, London. But for me, no, it just so happened. But I'm glad it happened that way. Anything, gentlemen?
Thank you, sir. Mr. Alexander has raised another question.
Mhm.
What type of roles are available in the insurance industry for fresh graduates?
See, insurance is a specialized field, so you have to study. I became a direct recruit officer uh, of 1986 batch, and we were given 6 months training uh, to become professionals in Bombay. So you have competitive exam, uh, like there are various subsidiaries, New India Assurance, Oriental, National, United. These are all the four government subsidiaries. They recruit direct officers. You have to write competitive exam, and there will be a series of interviews, and then you can. That's one. And private insurance companies are also there now, many of them. So you, or side by side, even when you do your degree now, you can do take insurance exams, Indian insurance exam. Don't look at London, look at Indian. Licentiate 3 papers, associate 6 papers, and fellowship, I think 4 papers. It used to be those days. Do that, you get some basic qualification, then you are ready. But some qualification would be, or you do MA in insurance or actual. Because I think some colleges have actuarial course as a part of their curriculum. I always wondered why St. Joseph didn't have that. But that also you can do that. Yep. Yes, Alex. I think I answered your question.
Thank you, sir. Thank you. Students, any more question? Professors? Sir, this question is from my side.
Yes, please.
As per the IRDA, Insurance Regulatory Development Authority of India, till 2025, more than 20,000 crores are becoming unclaimed. Why is it so?
See, this is a very tragic scenario in not only India, in most of the developing nations. Number one, the parents and children, they don't engage in meaningful conversation. Either the parents are not interested in talking finances to the children, or children are just not interested in discussing with their parents any subject. So that's why what the parents do, the children are not aware. Why IRDA? If you go to RBI and ask, billions of rupees are unclaimed in the bank. They're still there, taken to the profit in the P&L of the banks after some time. So it all boils down to lack of communication within the family. The father takes insurance. In most of the cases, even the wife will not know that the husband has taken the insurance. So they may not know. Even if they know how to claim, they may not keep the policy itself. The policy, they might have bought it, paid money, they would not know where the policy is. Most of the cases, they would have paid the premium, but they would not have collected the policy. So, first and foremost, the family should take money as a serious topic to discuss. Father should not feel that I am the breadwinner, I don't need to discuss with others. The children also should not say, he is earning, it's not my lookout. No. Parents and children first should talk. Talk on many subjects, including finance. Talk about finance, understand. Have a list, a simple Excel file would do. What are the assets the family has? What are the liabilities the family? The assets would not only mean your house, physical property, your bank deposits, the shares, your mutual funds, any other financial vehicle that you have invested, and liabilities. And policy is an asset. Your insurance policy also should be in the asset call. And liabilities, what loans the father has taken, the mother has taken, for what purpose? What is the amount they need for the children's education? What is the amount the parents would need to help the children establish themselves for marriage? So, a P&L statement family should be taken, and every detail should be discussed and maintained in a very transparent fashion. And if something happens, is there a will? Every family should have a will. You should have a will so that you don't need to be worried about succession certificate, how to get the property transferred to the wife's name or husband's name or children's name. A will has to be there. No need to be sentimental. Nobody died because the will is written. நெருப்புன்னு சொன்னா வாய் வெந்தரவா போகுது அதெல்லாம் இல்லை. It should be factual, practical, not sentimental. In the olden days, you may not know, in the olden days, people would not even measure the height of a person. They considered it inauspicious. Society has grown now from that. So we have to be practical, not sentimental. So once you have this book, the record of the family transactions, the assets and liabilities, if something unexpected happens, you know where to go and what document you need to get. And you children should start that. Yes, Mr. Arpudaraj.
Thank you, sir. Sir, boys, is there any question to the sir? Okay. Thank you, sir. Thank you very much. May I request Professor Dr. Uday Gida to propose vote of thanks?
Yes, sir. A very pleasant evening to everyone. On behalf of Department of Business Administration and the Alumni Association of St. Joseph College, I am honored to propose the vote of thanks for today's session. My sincere gratitude to Reverend Dr. S. Mariadas S.J., Principal and Director, for his constant support and encouragement. A heartfelt thanks to our resource person, Mr. Xavier Arpudaraj, for his insightful and inspiring presentation on insurance concepts and career opportunities. We thank the Alumni Association for organizing this program and strengthening alumni student engagement. My thanks to the faculty members, technical team, and organizers for their efforts behind the scenes. Finally, a warm thank you to all the students and participants on Zoom for your enthusiastic participation. Thank you all once again. Have a wonderful evening.
Thank you very much, Reverend, for the principal, Mr. Arpuraj.
Sir, good evening, sir.